Good evening, everyone. I am Mark, your fat friend,
And I'm James, your black friend,
and this is the Fat and Black Connection.
where we talk about anything and everything. Well, as long as it's interesting to your boys.
That's right, because if it's not interesting to us, there's no reason to talk about it.
True that.
So, neither of us are really big Niner fans, but just throwing it out there because I know we have some friends of the show that are fans. Niners did just win. Game
Oh,
finally went final,
cool.
and finally went final.
Finally
Great.
went final.
I
That's
am a
good.
wordsmith, sir. Um,
Wordsmith.
So that is the seventh time in the regular season that the Niners in a row, seventh time in a row that the Niners have beaten the Rams. You know that's
Ex-
great,
Except when
but
it counts.
yeah, you still got
Yeah.
to beat them in the playoffs.
Yeah. Well, that's if the Rams make it to the playoffs again this year. Who knows?
I I think both those teams have the
Yeah,
capability. The
absolutely.
surprising team, and I know we're like kind of diving into stuff really quickly, but the team that I think is the most shocking right now is the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, the only
4 and
undefeated
0.
team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
only undefeated team. And don't get me wrong, I think there were some high expectations for them this year, but I would not have expected them to be the only undefeated team at this point.
That's true. I
I
wouldn't have put that on it. Anything. I would have been like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, and we've got our damn checking in already.
Brian.
I'm guessing he's saying sweet because we're here. So, yes, it is sweet of us to be here. Agreed.
How sweet it is to be here right now.
Careful. We don't want copyright issues.
That's why I changed the lyrics at the end.
Thank you. So, James, before we get too far, this is a live and interactive broadcast. What does that
Yeah.
mean?
That means that we are live on multiple platforms: your Facebook, your Twitch, your Twitter, your Daily Motion, your YouTube. So basically what we want to see your comments, we want to see your questions, we want to see just how you feeling, and we will post it up on the screen, and so everybody can see what we're talking about.
Well, and right now, I got to tell you, I'm feeling a little bit sober, and I feel like I need to correct that. And I felt like I'm going to be a little bit fancy today,
Oh,
and
fancy like.
I'm gonna go with a bottle of wine.
Oh boy,
This is a
you did this a what? What's that, the cupcake one?
This is it is a cupcake, but this one is different. This is a 2019 California Cupcake Vineyards Butter Kissed Chardonnay.
I swear you did that before.
I did I did a cupcake Chardonnay, but it wasn't the Butter Kissed
Oh,
because I wanted to try this one specifically because the way that they describe it on the back of the bottle is creamy, buttery, and vanilla. Our Butter Kiss Chardonnay is a rich, decadent take on a timeless varietal. This California wine has a smooth, creamy mouthfeel with luscious, buttery notes and hints of vanilla, white peach, and citrus zest. Serve with wood-fired pizza, buttery popcorn, or movie nights with friends. Well, I don't have any of that. I've just got a nice big glass. Ah,
how we do, fancy life.
hold on. Almost there.
Good.
This show is not for kids. It's not for kids, but
We are family friendly, so you could bring your kids, but we gonna have a drink.
it has a very interesting smell. It doesn't smell like a shard. It does not smell buttery. It almost has a metallic smell.
Yikes.
It's kind of yummy.
Good. It doesn't have a metallic taste. That's
No,
good.
it does not have a metallic taste. I will say that the normal cupcake shard, I think I prefer better than the butter kissed.
Okay.
So, so James, what
Yes,
you been
sir.
up to? Last week you came in late. We didn't get a lot of time to catch up. You're here on time. Amazingly, I think
Yes.
part of it was because I did give you that verbal warning, and I would hate to have to replace you with Tyrus.
No, it was I was actually I was actually on early today, so that was good. But no, just finishing up. Today was well, I don't know if I have to if I'm gonna have to go back in to do some training or whatnot when I get back. But today was my Friday, so I got the next 2 days off. But then I have my vacation, so I'm going back east on Thursday. So and I'll be back next Monday late.
Wow. So what does that mean for our show next week?
We gonna have to change it up. So we're gonna have
we're gonna change it up. So we're gonna ask Tyrus to step in, and
yeah, if Tyrus wants to step in, I'll be more, to do the show. Awesome. I'll be back. I'll be back the following week, but unfortunately, I have to. I'll be on a very long plane ride home.
Well, if Tyrus is out there, check in. Let us know. We're always open to trying different things, and we could do a full episode of Fat and Black with Tyrus in the black seat.
Yeah, the black seat.
Well, it's just like if I was to step away, you'd have to find a fat person.
Yeah. We'll have to figure that out.
Indeed. So, yeah, man, it's been a week. It's been another week. It's been another week in the life, man. I don't know that I've actually told you this outside of the show, but I'm starting a new job soon.
Oh, I know that.
Oh, I wasn't sure if I told you. I'm switching it up. My last day at my current job is in 2 days.
Yeah.
And it's winding down. I'm wrapping up some audit cases so that I can pass them off or finish them, and then I'm out.
Bye.
So it's exciting times. It's a promotion. It's more in line with what a lot of my strengths are around data analysis, data management, which I know is lots of fun for people to hear about.
That's what's up.
So yeah, I got to tell you. So we're talking about drinks. What are you drinking?
Normally I don't drink whiskey, but yeah. So I have some whiskey here.
Can you be more specific?
I don't remember the name of it. I literally just grabbed a glass of it before I came up to do the show.
All right.
Yeah, but I'm not a whiskey person, so it's a little tough, but I'm gonna get through it.
Fair enough. So
I'm a soldier.
I wouldn't go that far. So talking about drinking, an interesting occurrence happened last week for me. My wife and I and our kid, we went to Raising Cane's, and as you know, I absolutely love Raising Cane's.
Good chicken,
yeah,
good sauce, good bread. Bread's probably even better than the chicken.
Good fries,
yeah, crinkle fries,
crinkle cut. Yeah. So I am a product evangelist for Raising Cane's. They don't pay us. They're not a sponsor. I love Raising Cane's. If they want to pay us, if they want us to be official sponsors, I'd be more than happy.
Oh, absolutely.
But they are not currently. But I love Raising Cane's, and so we went. We had gone out and done something, and then we went over there for lunch, and sometimes what we'll do is rather than order 2 drinks, we'll just get one, and I'll have the first one and my wife will have the second, or vice versa, right?
Right.
So I love their sweet tea.
Sweet tea. I know you like the sweet tea.
Yeah, it is delicious. It is diabetically delicious.
Oh,
I guess there goes our chances of being their sponsor. So, or us being them sponsoring us. Anyways.
Diabetically delicious.
That's right. Trademarked. So ultimately, I had my sweet tea first, and my wife decided she was going to have a Coke Zero.
Well,
so what happened was I thought I finished my sweet tea, but evidently I didn't, and she didn't look in the cup. She just went in, added some ice, and filled it up with Coke Zero. I got to tell you, it is an amazing flavor.
Oh, really?
Sweet tea and Coke Zero.
Okay.
I have to recommend this for anyone out there. I don't know what the ratio is.
Yeah, because so you said you didn't finish, so
there was not a lot in there.
Yeah. Okay.
So I need to go back and I need to try playing with the recipe to figure out what the ratio is.
I'm coming back, Raising Cane's.
I want lots of chicken. Get my caniac.
Yeah. No. So I mean, I think you might have to. So what you might have to do is you might have to recreate it. So you might have to go get the regular, get your sweet tea, drink it down, till it's almost gone, and then add some more ice, get the Coke Zero, see if that works out.
Yeah, or I could get a cup of each and just get another cup and try and figure out what the.
That's just I don't know. I mean, you do you, boo? Do you?
Don't call me boo ever again. I
That's
definitely.
that's the saying, bro. It's the saying.
Yeah, from like the early aughts.
Yeah, it's bringing it back.
No, you're
Some
not.
old fool who's so cool.
Okay, now we're getting into the 90s. What do you?
Yeah, let's go.
There it is. Really?
All day.
Okay. So that's you're painful, man, because you're now 40 and your age is showing. So you need to.
Hey, man. Show it. Just show it. That's all. Just show it.
Show up, show out.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
So, anyways, yes, continue. So, yeah. So, do however you need to do it, and then you just need to come back to tell us the recipe. I mean, I probably won't do it because I'm not a fan of sweet tea, but if
I'm telling you,
I might have to try that.
give it
a little try.
have to try it because Jenny doesn't like sweet tea either. My wife, but she seemed to like it. So,
oh, okay, maybe. Yeah, you figure out that ratio, then I'll have to try it myself sometime, maybe.
absolutely. So,
Cool.
other weird things going on out there that I feel like I have to speak on. So I'm going, I log into Facebook the other day and I'm scrolling through the threads and everything, and I see there's this post in a local community page, and I'm gonna read the post before I show the image. So
Okay.
the post: gun raffle! ! Spread the word, the chili cook-off is right around the corner. Our silent auction prizes are piling up from our amazing community. Raffle items are going to be awesome. Cookers are getting ready to make their best chili. Preparation is in full force. Hope to see many of you there to support our local suicide prevention networks. Okay. So this is a chili cook-off.
Right.
With a raffle.
Okay.
Chili cook-off with a raffle to support local suicide prevention network.
Right.
I like chili.
Yes.
Right.
I like raffles.
Yeah. And I like to support good causes.
Oh yeah.
Guess what the raffle prizes are?
Something crazy, I bet.
So the raffle prizes are guns.
Yeah.
A custom Remington 870 12 gram by Nevada Caracote, and a custom Smith & Wesson M&P shield and range 9mm with accessories and case. So go get you some guns to help support the suicide prevention network.
Now, this could, I mean, I hope it doesn't, but this could go all wrong.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I get that we're here in Northern Nevada and we like our guns, and we're
America.
Yeah, especially in the rurals out in Carson and Gardnerville, and this is taking place in Gardnerville.
Oh yeah, no, they love them guns.
Yeah, I get it, but
good old boys.
I feel like there's a bit of irony here.
Yeah,
that you're raffling off guns
to help suicide
prevention network.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Hopefully nothing comes of this, but
I mean, like I say, I hope that this goes very well.
Yeah, I just feel like whoever decided that this was smart marketing,
suicide prevention. How are we gonna support this? Guns.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like suicide prevention. What are we gonna give away? Rope. What?
6 feet. 6 feet of rope. All right.
Grave plots.
Switching gears. We've got a lot of podcasting friends out there, and one of the shows that we're friends with, and both of us have worked on, Secrets of Heritage House.
Yes.
It was just announced this last week that they have been nominated for Audioverse Awards 2022, and nominated in 6 of the 19 categories.
Sheesh.
Yeah, that's I wasn't involved with this awards process to help get us nominated or anything like that. Um, I'm yeah,
That's
I
good.
don't
6 of 19.
yeah, it's
Sheesh.
it's pretty I don't know. I mean, considering it wasn't something that, we had to aggressively go out to get ourselves on the list or anything like that. And as we're speaking, I am trying to pull up the show on the audioverseawards.net page to see which awards, and there's a ton of podcasts on here, by the way, so it's not like um there's tons of stuff nominated. They've got 19 awards. um yeah, they've got, the nice thing is there are links to every page.
Oh, that's
um
cool.
yeah, so the Secrets of Heritage House logo is up there with the link to the Secrets of Heritage House page.
Okay.
um Unfortunately, though, it doesn't look like they have anything posted.
On what categories they're.
Oh, hold on, I might have misspoken.
Uh-oh.
No, no, no. Yeah, it does not look like they have an actual list of who's nominated for what. So
Huh.
I have no idea what actual awards they were nominated for. So um,
Whatever.
I'll have to find out. I'll look into that.
Yeah.
And sticking with some Heritage House news, Heritage House is it's winding down. They just yesterday aired episode 38. And then next week, or this coming Sunday, you've got episode 39 part 1, the following episode 39 part 2, and then that leads into the series finale.
Yeah.
So it's almost done.
Series finale. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so we've been involved. It's been going on for about 2 years.
Yeah.
So three seasons in 2 years. Pretty good.
Yeah, and through pandemic.
Yeah. And honestly, it gave us something to do.
Yeah.
At different points.
It was definitely an outlet span.
Yeah. So before we start diving into our normal-ish, anything you want to talk about or share? I love the look on your face when you drink that whiskey.
Yikes. Yeah. No, I think let's get into it. Let's get into it.
All right, let's talk about Andor.
All right.
We're 4 episodes in.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, there's a lot of mixed reviews on this. There's a lot of people who don't like it, and I understand why they don't. It's very political driven, and it's very it's not your typical Star Wars. It doesn't have a lot of action, and honestly, I love it.
So I now understand why they showed the first 3 together.
I agree, because if I had only watched 1 and 2, I might have.
Yeah, like if they'd only released that like if they had released the first episode, if they had done it like weekly, I probably would have been out. I mean, not fully, due to the fact that I know this is something we would be talking about, but it would have been like the way the first episode ends is kind of like, huh? And then so basically, like, I think the way that they released all 3, so it's pretty much just like it's almost like a mini series type deal. To get everything set up, so it's like, oh, okay, cool. And then it starts picking up again in 4. 4 is it's like it took me like 2 tries to finally get through it, because I was watching it and I like dozed off, but it's one of those things where like you get this political story and then you get, the start of this rebellion. And so it's kind of like, wait, what's going on, and who's where and how are things working? So yeah.
James, do me a favor and check your mic connection. It's a little staticky, glitchy. I'm not sure what's going on there, but yeah, I would agree with you. The first two episodes of the series, if that's all I'd watched, and especially if it was weekly, and I'd watched the first week, and I would have come back for the second week
Yeah.
because I always want to try and give it, at least two. I don't know if I would have come back for three after two because I liked it, but I was like, ah.
Three
And then
was the most. I think three is when the action kind of picked up.
yes, you had some good action,
Yeah.
and you had some really good story movement.
Right.
And four, it slowed down a bit, but still with good character development, good plot development. So I think that the series, I'm hooked now after four. Three, I was like, okay, let's see where this is going.
It was it was tough because I was just like, yo, like we said, after one and two, it was kind of talky, and then and it's dark. Like the first episode was really dark.
Hmm.
Like I was like, yo, wait, this dude just killed somebody.
Two people,
I mean, like the first
one
dude,
point blank.
I think like one was probably like more of an accidental, like he was fighting him and tossed him, and that he hit something. But the
Hmm.
other guy, yeah, he was like, okay,
Cold blooded.
yeah, I'll just we'll just say that he did this, and he's just like, look, bam. I was like, yo, what? This is oh my.
Well, and I love that we're getting the backstory even further on Andor, like as a kid, the planet
Yeah.
he was taken from, and that whole story.
Yeah, that was crazy too. Like he was basically just like he straight up got kidnapped basically.
Hmm.
And it was like a whole tribe of just like kids. So like what happened to the adult, I guess, because they talk about it like there was the mining and everything else. So it looks like the kids, the parents might have died, and so the kids kind of were on their own and fending for
Hmm.
themselves and stuff like that. So it was very, very interesting.
Yeah, no, I absolutely enjoyed three and then into four, and I'm excited to see where the series goes. We're a third of the way through. We've got 8 more episodes. It's a 12 episode series.
Like I said, this is one of those things where I'll watch this and then I'll have to watch Rogue One again.
And then straight into episode four.
Yeah. Well, actually, they did there was a on YouTube. They did a cut of the end of whatchamacallit, of
Rogue One.
Rogue One uh into New Hope. So they actually kind of cut that together. They didn't show the whole thing, of course, but they just cut the endings together,
Hmm.
endings and beginning together, which was, I was like, yo, that's pretty dope. I like that.
Yeah, yeah, agreed. So I was worried at first. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm feeling a whole lot better now, and I'm excited to see where this goes.
I honestly, like, the one thing I am excited to see where it goes, but I was like, I thought it definitely was gonna be more action driven. I didn't realize it was gonna be this kind of build up with the setting up this news. I mean, technically, I guess it's kind of a new story because it's a backstory of a story that we have. So
Well, and this is the true start of the rebellion when you
yeah,
really think about it. Some of the activities that are happening in this series, uh, or
they're
that are
talking.
referenced in
Yeah,
the
they're talking
series.
about these rises of resistance across in on different areas. Like, they're jailing people. So this isn't the empire as we know it. And but this is like the start. It's like the empire getting started, where they still have little pockets of I guess you could say police. Throughout uh
Hmm.
in these different galaxies that are a little further. So this is exciting to see what comes of this.
Yeah, and I absolutely love seeing the young Mon Mothma. Um,
Yeah.
and obviously some of the spy games, if you will, that are going on there.
And
Uh,
the interplay with actually within the empire. These guys are out for themselves, and everybody's trying to get a piece of that pie.
yeah. Well, in Stellan Skarsgård, I mean, that guy when he switches his costume and puts on the
Oh
wig
yeah,
uh,
yeah.
and gets into character and everything, I'm just
Oh,
like, oh
he's playing. He's
yeah,
playing.
yeah. I really. I think that's when the series shifted a bit. Is when he came in.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Because I think because it was that. I mean, it was. I don't know. It finally gave it that espionage piece because you're like, okay, how is he gonna work? How is he gonna work this? And he's playing both sides. He's playing both sides. He's playing them like a fiddle.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's talk about something that dropped today. A brand new trailer.
Yes.
And a ton of other content between Entertainment Weekly images and
poster after poster after poster.
Count them, 6 new posters. And we're going to go through all of them and talk about all of them. The first one up is the official Wakanda Forever poster, including, as I mentioned, a drop of a new trailer with a ton of new content, including seeing the new Black Panther at the very end, which I have to believe that's Shuri. I guess we'll find out.
I mean, I mean, the only other person that could, but it makes sense to be because it just makes sense.
Yeah. So just so much, in this first image that we're looking at for the official poster, on the top half of the poster, you've got Wakanda Forever with all of your lead Wakandans, the Black Panther mask in the background, and then you have the water reflection with clearly Namor and some of his either people. I'm not sure if those are going to be bigger characters or not.
Yeah.
The only thing I will say I didn't like about their look is they look a little bit too much like the Avatar characters. And the one looks a little bit too much like Steppenwolf from Justice League film.
Oh yeah.
If you can see him in this image right here, he's got this headpiece on.
Yeah,
and it kind of gives him a Steppenwolf look, which it bothered me quite a bit.
Yeah.
But I do love this poster. I love the dynamic of the Namor's people, the Atlanteans on the bottom, in the water looking up.
Yeah, that's cool.
With clearly Incan style pyramids in the background. Yeah, I like this poster. The next one up is the Felt in 4DX poster. I don't know what 4DX is.
4DX, I believe I know it's like 3D, but then there's some sensory stuff that goes into it as well, like with lighting and certain things. So
okay, so we see a lot of the same characters. We have a better look at the new Black Panther mask in this one.
It's definitely more feminine.
Yeah, it is a feminine mask, and when we see it in the trailer, it's a feminine outfit. It's not 100% obvious, but it's pretty. I think it's evident enough.
Yeah, I think it gives enough away to say, oh, I wonder who that could be.
And we got Tyrus checking in a little late to the game. Tyrus, the Niners won about 30 minutes ago. I'm not sure why you're late, especially when James has asked you to fill in for him next week. So
yeah,
we'll have to talk about that. But anyways, Black Panther. I don't like this poster as much. I like that we get to see some different things in it, but not my favorite of the 6.
Yeah.
Next up is the Dolby Cinema Wakanda Forever poster, which this one's frankly probably
that one almost doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, it's probably the most boring. You've got.
Oh no, I definitely like the colors. I like the I really dig the silhouette. I like the silhouette.
Okay,
stuff.
I guess I'll re-speak, and I think this poster gives the least amount away.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think it's mostly it's Adobe poster pretty much. That's who it's for. It's like a Wakanda Forever poster, but for Dolby Cinemas, like it says, or does that say cameras or
Dolby Cinema? Which
yeah. So I think it's more for that. It's more for that theater. So, but I dig that poster. I dig the like I said, I dig the silhouette.
Next up is see it in real 3D, real D 3D, whatever that means.
It's the 3D. Just
No, it's real D 3D.
That's I know that's what it's called. It's called real D,
A lot
real
of
D
a,
3D.
a lot of purples and teals and oranges going on here.
Yep.
Again, I think it's an interesting poster, but it's not not my favorite. I still think the first one, the official one, is my favorite so far.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like that's the one that really. I mean that tells a story in there.
Yeah. Next up is the See More in Screen X. What is Screen X?
I have no idea what Screen X is. I haven't heard of that one before.
Okay, yeah. And I'm not sure who this is from the Dora Milaje, aside from the fact that this particular actress, she was in, if you'll remember, Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
I don't remember her being pivotal in the first Black Panther or anything else. So clearly, with her getting some prominence in some of these posters, we're gonna get something.
So who? So that's the other one on the right side.
Okeo.
That's it. Okeo.
I think that's how it's pronounced. Okeo. YA. Okeo.
Okeo. Yeah, sounds about right.
Um.
Because she was pretty pivotal in the first film, and then also in.
Well, and she's the leader of the Dora Milaje.
Right. So it makes sense.
So I and obviously you see Namor kind of with floating here in water in the bottom. But I like that there's a lot of different colors going on here, but I feel like it's kind of blasé.
I wouldn't say that, but I mean, I definitely this would probably be like number 2 for me.
You're gonna say something different now because this is probably my favorite, and this is the filmed for IMAX poster.
Yeah,
this one to me is pretty hot. Seeing Namor, half of his face with standing behind his spear, and you see again a lot of the Wakandans of prominence in this that are going to be in this film. But I think this is probably number 1 or number 2, and the official are number 1 or number 2. They're pretty close, neck and neck.
Yeah.
So overall, what did you think of the trailer?
Yo, I was very pleased by the trailer. It didn't give a whole lot away, but it lets you know that this is going to be Namor is trying to take back the surface, and so you see the flooding and all that kind of stuff, and the throne room being flooded and all that kind of thing. So, and I think the best was seeing that Ironheart armor too.
I guess for me, I really liked in the trailer that we had that dynamic of obviously some moments of somberness and at the loss of T'Challa. I'm really wanting to see how that gets addressed. My suspicion is that it's going to be Namor killed him.
Yeah.
I think that's the obvious go-to. But I really like the trailer. I enjoyed Black Panther 1. I'm looking forward to this one. But I don't know that it's going to be able to live up to the first one at all.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, they got a lot to do for this one, but I think I really hope what they do. I hope they do for this one what they did for when Stan Lee passed away, with the moments of him in before the actual Marvel opening, like the thank you they did to Stan Lee there. I hope they do that for Chadwick Boseman for this film.
I mean, they already created that and have used that for Chadwick Boseman.
I know, but I hope they do it in the film again because I'd like to see it again.
Okay, well, you could always go watch Black Panther on Disney Plus anytime you want and see that again.
Oh, they put it on there?
Yes.
Oh, I haven't watched Black Panther on there. I watched it on the DVD. They didn't have it.
And Tyra says, I'm even more excited after this new trailer. We got to see more of the villain's powers. Well, the villain's name is Namor, just so that you know.
You know what the thing is? I didn't remember that dude. I didn't remember that dude had winged feet, basically.
Well, those are shoes. It's not his feet.
I'm just saying, I didn't remember that dude having wings. Period.
Okay. Yeah, I like Namor. Namor is the Stone Cold Steve Austin of the MCU, or will be. If they keep true to the comics, he's not a hero. He's not an actual villain. He's just
out for himself.
Well, he's not out for
his people.
Yeah, that's it. He's ultimately out to protect his people at whatever cost that might be.
Yeah. Surface be damned.
Yeah, ultimately.
Yeah.
And something that we neglected to probably hype up again, because I'm starting to see the millions and millions of people coming in watching our show right now, and this is a live and interactive show. We've got Tyrus checking in and commenting. We've got Brian checking in and commenting. So if you're out there, you're watching this, you're enjoying the show, let us know what you're thinking. If you hear what we're talking about, yeah. Also subscribe, of course.
But, yes, 100% do that
all day. But yes, this is live and interactive, and we do like to get that feedback and engage with you as we go. So please. Some interesting piece of news that came out around the Marvel Cinematic Universe and all things Marvel, if you will, is that there are some upcoming projects revolving around Marvel and the MCU that we're likely going to see some things changing. So I'm going to go ahead and read just for a moment from this is a website called cbr.com, comic book report. And I'm quoting now: 3 upcoming Disney Plus series that have been reported to be in the works, but have not been officially announced by Marvel Studios are Wonder Man, Nova, and an untitled Wakanda series that will serve as an origin story for Okoye, the head of the Dora Milaje. Other series that have been rumored include a live-action series starring What If's Captain Carter. I think you'll like that one, huh, James? No?
Oh no! I mean,
okay.
I thought you.
I'll keep going.
I thought you were going to keep going. I mean, yeah, I did Captain Carter, but
and a 10 Ring series that would star Zai Ling as the series lead, who obviously took over the 10 Rings at the end of Shang-Chi. However, some of these may be redeveloped as rather than a series turned into a Marvel Studios special, such as what they're doing with Werewolf.
Okay. I mean, I definitely dig. I would love to see some more of the 10 Rings. That would be dope.
Captain Carter.
Captain Carter could be very interesting. Also, because I think that if they did it right, they can kind of make up for Agent Carter, which I thought Agent Carter was. I enjoyed Agent Carter a lot, but I just don't think it didn't get the play I think it deserved.
Well, I think if they do a Captain Carter, Captain Britain, however you want to call it, that kind of negates Agent Carter in that timeline.
Right. Yeah.
So another thing that was announced in that kind of same vein that we've talked about here on the show before was Armor Wars.
Right.
Which has been a planned Disney Plus series that will likely follow some of the storyline of the comic books that were titled Armor Wars, with the series lead being Don Cheadle,
AKA,
of course, Rhodey,
AKA War Machine.
Yes.
Yeah.
However, it was just announced that this is being reimagined and will be a feature film.
Oh.
So Don Cheadle is going to get his own film. Good on him, and well deserved, honestly.
Yeah.
I think of all of the Avengers that are still kicking around from And really, when you think about the character of Rhodey going back to the first Iron Man,
Right.
I think well deserved.
I bet what's his name is kicking himself for that one.
I mean,
The thing was, I mean, the man wanted to try and get more money than Robert Downey Jr. was making. But how? What? How do you even think you deserve that much money?
I mean, Terrence Howard
That's it, Terrence Howard.
is a good actor.
Yeah, don't get me
get me
wrong.
wrong. But I think that he is not missed. Just in the same, I don't think Edward Norton is missed.
Oh no. I'm just saying. Like you threw away multi-year deals,
Millions of dollars.
Just millions of dollars. You threw away a ton of that's just a lot of money. Plus, just being in something that was, I mean, at the time that they started, was literally just growing and became this global phenomenon. And now you have to watch other people bask in that,
Yeah. I mean, when you really think about what has he done since Iron Man, I don't know.
I think. Oh, I mean, he had Empire.
He was on the series Empire. That's true.
Yeah, and that was a huge series. But I mean, it's over now.
Yeah, but other than that, can you name a single film he's done since Iron Man?
Hustle and Flow was before Iron Man, huh?
Correct.
Yeah. So no, I can't think of any.
I am looking at the list of the films he's done, since and before. But the only title I recognize is The Princess and the Frog, and I didn't even know he was a voice actor in that.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
Yeah. So I think bad on him, because he missed out on the opportunity to be in the largest grossing film of all time, Endgame. Or I think it's moved back to number 2. I think Avatar took the number 1 spot again. He missed out on, multiple opportunities. I mean, Civil War, Infinity War, and Endgame are 3 of the top 10 highest grossing films of all time.
You said Civil War. So yeah, I mean, those were huge. And War Machine got to act. I mean, even Iron Man 2, that's when we actually saw War Machine for the first time, or Iron Patriot, and then War Machine. But those are just those are extra opportunities for you to be in these films, to be recognized as those characters. And now they don't remember you.
Yeah,
they remember. They know Don Cheadle's War Machine, but they forget that Colonel Rhodes in the first Iron Man movie was Terrence Howard.
And it's funny because one of the last lines he has in that film, if you remember, he looks at the War Machine suit, and next time, and it happened in the next film. It just was not you.
Not sorry.
Yeah. So ultimately, I'm excited to see Armor Wars and Don Cheadle get his own film.
Yeah, I'm down. I was excited for the series, but for a film, hell yeah, he deserves it.
Well, and he probably Don Cheadle probably threw a little bit of a fit, saying, "Hey, how come Anthony Mackie's going to get his own film? What about me?"
Oh, it's well, maybe, I don't know, but I know for Captain America, New World Order, apparently Mackie was a little upset not being in Thunderbolts.
And that might not be the case. So I wouldn't necessarily hold out that that's the case.
Yeah. Oh, and then I read something today that I don't know how true this is. I guess it's already kind of been squashed, but apparently they wanted Harrison Ford to play Ross.
Yes, that is true. Harrison Ford is in conversations with Marvel to potentially pick up the role of Ross, which okay, I was fine if they just didn't cast it and just left it, when William Hurt passed, that really sucked because I really enjoyed him in that role. But when I heard Harrison Ford, I was like, okay, let's go. I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
So,
I saw that and I was like, yo, that would be very interesting.
yeah, as long as they drop some kind of Indiana Jones Easter egg in there, I'll be happy.
Well, I mean, we got 5 coming still, so
let's move on. Sticking with Marvel, of course, though. More huge news dropping this last week, coming directly from Van City Reynolds, also known as Ryan Reynolds, posted by him. We finally got confirmation of a Deadpool 3 film that is in the works. And we got this awesome little vignette video of him talking about writing it and how it's difficult and trying to, figure out what he's going to do next. And the best part is that showing up in this video at the very end, Mr. Huge Jackman.
Yeah. Hey, you want to play Wolverine again? Sure,
Ryan. And I thought it was a joke. I was like, okay, obviously they're teasing something. That's cool. But then we got a video the very next day of the two of them sitting on a couch together and talking about potentially what the film could be.
They were just trying. They were going to be answering questions about the video that dropped the day before. But of course, you can't just answer questions like that.
No. So it was. If this ends up panning out, that we have a Wolverine versus Deadpool film with Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine, I am excited. Obviously they even addressed it in this little vignette of, well, how is it going to work? Where in the timeline is it?
Logan's
in 2029, so that's still in the future. Deadpool can take place anytime before then.
Right.
Or, I still stand by it could be alternate universe. I still think they could do Deadpool kills the 20th Century Fox universe, and then he comes through a portal into our MCU.
That would be a way to do it.
Yeah. And Tyrus asks, how far will Disney let them go? It's already been confirmed that Deadpool will be R-rated.
Yep.
And Disney has already brought Deadpool 1 and 2 to Disney Plus, R-rated films, and Logan, for that matter, an R-rated film.
Yep. So, actually, I don't know if they probably don't have it on Disney Plus, but there's a version of Logan that's called Noir, which is a black and white version. It's also pretty dope to see that way.
I have not seen that.
I know on the at least on the DVD version they had, or on the Blu-ray version they had, it's called Logan Noir, but it's like the same film but just black and white, which is pretty cool.
Very good, very good. Yeah, I will have to check that out. I don't have the DVD, but I'll have to look and see. Maybe they have it on Disney Plus as one of the options.
The extras or something. Yeah.
Ultimately, Deadpool 3, if it's true with Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine. And the funny part is, this isn't the first time that he will have come back to reprise the character after saying he was done. I think this will actually be the third time he's come back to reprise the character after saying he was done.
When did he say he was done before?
First time he said he was done was after X3, The Last Stand. And then he came back for not First Class. What was
Origins?
No. He said he was done after X3. Origins was before X3.
No, it wasn't. X-Men Origins, Wolverine?
You're talking about in the timeline. I'm talking about released.
Origins
was released before 3.
No, it wasn't.
All right. Now I'm going to have to look it up.
It came out after 3.
All right, Wolverine Origins released in 2009. And X3 Last Stand. Oh, I stand corrected. James is
Yeah.
correct for once in his life. 2006.
Yeah. I knew. Yeah. I
So
knew
yes,
that.
then that was he said it after X3. He came back and did Origins evidently,
Yeah. And then he did the Wolverine.
right? And then I believe he said he was done because I was going to say it was after the Wolverine he said he was done.
And
He
then he
came
came back
back
and did a cameo in
first class.
First Class. And then he did like another brief cameo in oh no, actually he didn't do a cameo because Days of Futures Past,
He was full in.
he was full in, and then there was uh and then there was another one that there was a clip, there was just a quick snippet. Maybe that was a second, that maybe was wait, no, because it was First Class, then Days of Futures Past, or was there one in between those?
I can't remember. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
there was another. He had another little snippet where like both Magneto and Charles come to talk to him. He's like F, he says F off. So
Yes, very brief cameo.
yeah. So
But yes, ultimately he has now 3 times said he's not coming back, and it looks like he's coming back for a 4th go.
listen. You put enough zeros behind anything, and I'm pretty sure you can get anybody to do whatever you need.
Well, and
whatever you
now
want
that
them to do.
Ryan Reynolds has that Kevin Feige money, which
Yeah, I'm
Kevin
saying.
Feige has that Disney money.
Just exactly. You could put a number of zeros after it and be like, "Will you do it for this much?" No. Add another zero. This much? I'll think about it. Okay, fine. Final offer. This much. Yeah, you got me.
And Brian comments, must be he's got to make some extra cash for not getting as much for the Music Man, which him and Sutton Foster recently did on Broadway. It was a good revival, but did it already close, Brian, or is it closing? I know it's closing. I just can't remember if it's already closed or not. So pretty short run. I think they did it more or less just to have those headliners, and now that they're going to move on. Yeah, I found some videos online of the Music Man, and I heard that they actually made it like a stage movie, like they kind of did with like Hamilton.
Nice.
So,
I'd like to see that. That would be
yeah, because I don't think Hugh Jackman is an amazing singer. I think he's a good singer. I think he's a good actor.
Yeah.
And the guy can dance. But Sutton Foster, she's amazing. So
yeah, the whole Greatest Showman was very entertaining.
Let's talk about She-Hulk.
Yes.
So
Never been so upset with an episode. So I enjoyed an episode and so upset at it at the same time.
I love that we got introduced some more characters that the interesting thing is in this episode we have a ton of villains from the Marvel universe, not Marvel Cinematic Universe, the Marvel universe, the comic books. These are all villains that exist throughout, and I love that they're being introduced in the way they are. In this kind of group session of like how to control our emotions and how to control our abilities, and
right.
I thought it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed the episode a lot. I get where you're coming from, that you're disappointed by the ending, because Jennifer ends up going on a date with this guy that she met in the last episode, and they go on a number of dates, and then they end up doing the horizontal hokey pokey.
They hook up.
And then he stops returning returning calls.
Yeah, full ghost.
Full ghost, yes. And at the end of the episode, we find out the true intentions there. And I'm okay with it because I saw it coming a mile away.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't see it, but I was like, because I was like, oh, nice. She finally found a guy. I'm thinking, oh, cool. She finally found a guy that is into her, as Jennifer, not as She-Hulk. And so now, and then to come find out, it was all a ploy. I was disappointed.
I don't know. I enjoyed the episode. I thought there was a lot of
Oh
good
no,
comedic
it was great.
moments.
Oh yeah, it was definitely a great episode, especially like what's his name? He's not the Matador. Uh but like with him and the bull guy, I can't remember their names right now. But like they're like you're codependent upon each other, you know? So they had a lot of funny moments within this episode.
Yeah, absolutely agree. And one website calls it the D-list heroes and villains. El Aguila is who you're referring to, not the Matador. Man
Yeah.
Bull,
Man bull,
uh,
that's what it was.
Saracen, who is from the Blade universe, the Porcupine, and of course the Wrecker. And Porcupine, that was some good comedy there, taking off the mask and
Oh, yeah.
whew, boy,
Yeah.
howdy do you stink.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed the episode. The one thing I will say that I am probably the most surprised by is that we still have not gotten introduced to Daredevil.
Oh, we got all we've seen the helmet. That's
Right.
all we got.
Well, we're at episode 7 with only 2 more to go.
Oh, is this only 9?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it would at least go 10. I thought it said, oh well, whatever.
Yeah, so we're almost done with this series. So
Hey, we got to get him. I guess we'll get him in the end of maybe maybe he'll just show up at the end of the last episode just as a hey.
I guess I don't know. I feel like when they teased him in the trailer before episode 1
It
released,
seemed like he was going to be a bigger deal.
yeah, that's what well, and then when we had the helmet tease in the 4th episode, it was like, okay, we're probably going to see him in the 5th episode.
Nah.
And here we are 7 in, and
I still want to see what I still want to see what the suits that she got looks like, because I don't think we've seen the suit.
we have not seen her super suit yet.
We haven't seen that one, but did she wear a different suit? Because I know she's been wearing the same suit. It looked like she was wearing the same suit for court and stuff still.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we've only seen her really in one suit.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and she got the new suit. She got the new suit, and then he threw in the super suit, which we still haven't seen. So,
yeah. So I'm enjoying the series. I'm looking forward to it wrapping up here in the next 2 weeks. I'm and then we've got Wakanda Forever.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a good time to be a comic book fan.
Oh yeah, man! Like the MCU is always evolving, always growing bigger, and it's continuing to do good things and big things and moving forward. So that's what I'm really excited about.
And James, is someone being like beaten in your house? I'm hearing a lot of shouting and screaming back there.
No, it's just my brother talking loud on the phone. He's always just loud.
Well, and you have house visitors as well, don't you? House guests.
Yeah, but they're downstairs. They're not really talking. That's my brother. Literally, that's my brother.
And you don't think they hear him?
Oh, I'm sure they hear him.
Oh.
My brother is a loud talker. My brother on the phone, I don't know why he's so loud talking all the time.
Yeah. Well, likely it's because he's listening to music too loud in headphones and it shot his hearing.
That could be the case, but yeah. Otherwise, I don't know.
Well, as we wrap this thing up and shut her down here in a moment, what else is good? You mentioned you're heading out of town later this week. You're heading to the East Coast.
East Coast, which is like cold, man. Like I looked at the weather and I was like, no.
What you got going on the East Coast?
Going to see my mom. She has a celebration thing going on. So me and my brother are heading out there and gonna go spend time with her. And
a celebration thing else. Like
I'm confused because I've heard it's a wedding, and then like other people are like in this group chat that I'm in with like my aunts and stuff. It's like,
I'm sorry, you're what?
My aunts.
Your aunts? I didn't realize you were so proper in English.
Whatever.
Your aunts.
But like we have that it said they're talking about celebration, and I'm like, what I don't understand.
A
But
celebration of what?
that's what I'm saying. But regardless, we're gonna be there. Um, I've been asked to be one of 4 people that will speak at this thing. So
How do you
I
speak at something you don't even know what it is?
listen. I'll figure it out and I'll write something. And I have 2 minutes to I have 2 minutes. And actually, it's funny because my
Oh, they
mom.
gave you a stopwatch, huh?
Yeah, no, and that's the thing. I was like, my mom she sent me the text message. It was like, hey, we'd be honored for you to be one of our 4 speakers. And I was like, sweet. And she said, make it within like, keep it 2 minutes or 2 minutes or something like that. And I was like, wait, so is that a hard 2 minutes? Like, is that a hard stop? And she was like, and I sent like a emoji of a hmm. And then she sent back, we would like it to be 2 minutes, yes. And I was like, okay.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I made the mistake of letting James be one of my groomsmen and make a speech at my wedding.
I didn't really make
And
a speech. I just was saying words, but like Chris made the speech.
yes, yes, he made the speech. That's true.
Yeah.
And you did something that seemed to go on for a long time.
Nah, I didn't really. I think I was like, we were trying to. It was more of a kind of uh host MC type deal. I don't know. It was yeah.
And we've got my wife checking in. She's saying she'd like to see a recording of your speech.
Let's see what we can do.
Yes. And do you plan to write said speech?
Yeah,
And
I'm gonna.
and Brian confirms it was the most interesting part of the ceremony was you. Not me getting married, but evidently you. So
No, and that was not meant to be. But for me to take shine, I was just trying to get people to get food and all that kind of good stuff. But no, yeah, I'm gonna write. I'm gonna write something because I mean I was thinking just go off the top, but I was like, you know what? No, this is I'll write. I'll have like some notes that I'll go off of, but like I might not write something completely out, but I'll definitely have things I want to hit and basically probably talk it out beforehand. So I hit that 2 minutes. I'm gonna try and take up all the 2 minutes.
I suspect you're going to go over 2 minutes.
I'm trying not to.
And
I'm gonna try not to.
and Jenny is now calling out Brian. Wow,
Wow,
Brian.
bro.
Wow.
Wow.
So James, I do think, and I assume your brother's going to be there at this celebration.
Yes.
And so I think as part of your duties as for Fat and Black, we need a recording of this speech.
Okay. Okay.
Not that we'll necessarily air it in its entirety, but I I think we need to be able to see some of this speech
All right.
to really appreciate the auditory magnificence that you perform.
All right. I'll see what I can do. You know what? Actually, no. I won't see what I can do. I'll make sure we get some sort of recording.
And Brian trying to cover his behind. No, that's true. Jenny was the best part. I'm not sure how I should take that.
Oh, well, hey, look, that powder, that baby blue, that white and baby blue seersucker suit. That was
Dang right.
well.
That's how I roll. Seersucker all day, baby.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. All right.
Anyways, yeah, I ain't got nothing going on, so I guess we won't see you next week. And Tyrus didn't confirm that he wants to step up and
He did not
take your
confirm nor
place,
deny.
So I guess we may just have to scrub next week's episode.
Or I mean, we could always do no, never mind. I was
Nope.
gonna say no.
And do you know why we can't really do any other day next week?
Oh, because we got recordings to do.
Yeah. Radio Story Hour, the show that we're working on is in full production, and we are recording Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday nights, and then at least one day on the weekends. So we are busy.
So we got things to do. So yeah. Never mind. So so if Tyrus, I know you hear this, so if you can let us know if you will take my spot next week, which I would greatly appreciate. Awesome. If not, we will keep you guys informed and we will make a post. And if we can't do next week, then unfortunately we won't be able to do next week, but we'll be back the following week for sure.
Of course. Well, with that, I think it's time to say goodbye. And
we bid you adieu.
Up until just then.
Oh boy. Whatever.
Up until just then, I was having fun.
Ugh.
And I was having real fun up until then.
Oh.
But you had to go and ruin that with your little doo-doo joke.
No, I wasn't saying it wasn't a doo-doo joke. I was saying we bid you adieu.
Yeah, your doo-doo joke, and you're trying to keep going on with it.
All right.
Say goodbye, James.